Yes, a very good morning to everyone. Derek Abdelka is my name, and like we have always done before, we are going to study our online lectures. And basically, today we are going to look at one of the most important aspects when it comes to the medical field, and I wish to say that almost all medical field departments, medical courses, let it be nursing, let it be clinical medicine, let it be medicine surgery, name it all, at least research services are required because we will bear witness that at least for anything to be discovered today, if it is medication, if it is vaccination, if it is medical conditions, it is all through research, and without research, you really can't survive in the medical world. So that's why we are here today, which I will be trying to go in details to try to understand this course unit called research methodology. Now, we understand that research is very essential, like I've already explained before, that for us to have something that is basic and is going to cope with the changing world, we need to be people who are of research, people who are carrying out research, if I may say so. So we're going to understand what is research methodologies. We shall identify the terms that are used in research. We shall be able to understand different types of research. We shall be able to understand why do I need to carry out a particular research on a particular research topic, and which methods do I need to apply. We shall be able to understand different techniques that are used in research. How can we best get the sampling methods, and be able to calculate so that we can be able to get the sample size of our desired population study. We shall also be able to see how best can we write a research proposal and also use it to formulate a research report. So it's a very great topic that we are going to study here today. Once again, my name is Derek Abdelka. I'm a medical clinical officer by profession. I'm glad to be here with you. Kindly, if you haven't watched our previous videos, I request you to like them, I request you to subscribe to them for more videos. Thank you so much. My telephone numbers, they are listed on this page. In case of any query, in case of any addition, we appreciate all of those for betterment of our profession. So like I said, basically we are going to go into a course which we have called research methodology or basic research. So depending on the course you are doing, depending on the program you are undertaking, it can be determined differently, but we shall call it research methodology of these lectures. So as we continue ahead, we shall say we have what we are going to see, what we have as the terminologies and the principles of research. And by definition, we have said that research, the purpose of this session is to introduce a new learning or a new learner to definition of common terminologies used in research field. So it's really a disservice if we continue without having been able to manifest into ourselves the terminologies that are used in research. So we shall also define the definition give a definition of research, and by definition we are going to say that research is a systematic and study of phenomena in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. Now, if I really want to research out about something, for example, I want to research about outbreak of cholera in Uganda, in Africa, in Congo, name it all it may be, I don't need to be systematic. If it has been Uganda, if I may say that movement has been affected by Ebola, then I need to be systematic in my research. That's why you are saying research is a systematic. So it is system, it is organized in a way that you attack a concept after a concept. So it is a systematic, and it's the study of phenomena. So the phenomena here is that entity, that factor we are trying to research out. If it is Ebola, now Ebola becomes the phenomena now. If it is measles, our research is talking about measles, now measles becomes our phenomena, in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. So maybe having some guesses, some hypotheses about a certain research topic, about a certain project, a certain guess, or a certain what theme that people are moving all about for. But through research, we're able to come out with new information and conclusive information about that guess. For example, if someone says lung cancer is caused by smoking, so through this we shall be able to see is it true that smoking causes lung cancer. So this is what we are going to be trying to be able to internalize that. Yes, we are seeing research, but how best can we systematically study a phenomenon, get facts, and be able to reach conclusions? Basically, this is going to be our research. Or we can best define research as a systematic, empirical, and goal-oriented analysis of phenomena. We are saying research can also be defined as a systematic, empirical, and goal-oriented analysis of phenomena. That was proposed by Lead and Omont, that is in 2011. So we have understood the concept that we're trying to discover today, and that concept is research. And we're saying research in a layman's language, you can say trying to discover something new, trying to collect facts that are going to disqualify the previous hypotheses, the previous myth that have been attached to a certain concept or a certain phenomena. So that's why you're saying research is a systemic study of phenomena. So we're also saying research can also be defined as a systemic, empirical, and goal-oriented analysis of phenomena. So as we go on, we are going to see why is research considered to be science. And we shall be able to see that research is a systematic process, and all scientific processes or scientific activities that are carried out, if it is an investigation about something, it should be systematic. Systematic in a way that it has a pattern it follows. And likewise here, research is also systematic, that when you're trying to carry out research, you ought to be systematic. You can't just jump on a concept and say today I'm studying about Ebola without knowing the trends of Ebola, without knowing which methods are used to apply for me to internalize the real concept, the real cause, the etiology of Ebola. So it is a systematic process which makes it to be a science. The next thing that research is empirical in nature. So by saying research is empirical in nature, we mean that it relies on variable evidence, not hearsay. So if someone tells me we have an outbreak, I shouldn't end my research by saying, okay, someone told me there's an outbreak. No, I should go and confirm through research that this outbreak exists. That's what we're saying our research is empirical. So it is empirical in a way that it bases on available evidence, not hearsay. And also saying that research is goal-oriented. So we go with a purpose, we go with an aim, we go with objectives for us to go into a certain research study. So these all qualify research to be science. Next, we are saying that it is a critical analysis, or it's critical analysis of issues to develop answers to complex questions. So critical, it can analyze, or through research we can critically analyze certain issues and develop conclusions about these questions. If someone says, can HIV be treated, and someone gets healed, someone says yes or no, can we go down deep to see? We analyze how is HIV spread, how best can someone live with HIV, how best can someone prevent from acquiring HIV. So we are trying to be analytical in a way that we understand the concept of HIV stroke AIDS. So that's why we're saying research is critical analysis makes it science. And also saying that it can be replicable and variable. So it varies. Research is not static. It's not static. If I discover today something about HIV, it doesn't mean that's all forever and ever. So we are saying it is variable. It can vary. So Another thing we're saying that it follows the rules of logic and is consistent. It follows rules of logic and consistent. So these are some of the points we are having here, and we are saying that it uses empirical tests. It uses empirical tests. So these empirical tests, meaning we don't just come from nowhere and get a research conclusion. We must do some specific tests for us to reach some of these most conclusions. So it follows rules of logic and consistency with known facts. It uses empirical tests under controlled environments like laboratories. We can decide to go into the laboratory and follow some laboratory techniques or some laboratory rules or some laboratory tests to be able to come up with a certain conclusion about a certain microorganism, if I may say so, or about any other such topic, that is if it requires laboratory. So we're also saying that it can test hypotheses or assumption. It can test hypotheses or assumptions, and a hypothesis is just a presumptive guess about something. Some concept has been attached, some meaning has been attached to certain concepts due to available evidences. Like you can see, cigarette smoking causes lung cancer. Okay, because we have seen whoever smokes develops lung cancer. But that is a hypothesis. It is a guess, it is a presumptive guess that has been put. But how sure are you? So we need to go further to validate this, to make this hypothesis really true. Is it true that lung cancer is caused by smoking? So that's why we are saying research tests those assumptions and hypotheses, and that makes it science. And also saying that it emphasizes validity and accuracy of findings. It emphasizes validity and accuracy of findings. So, meaning, for something to be valid, it must be able at least to provide something that is conclusive continuously. So, meaning, if I carried out a research on a certain research topic, and someone else also carries out the same research topic, these answers shouldn't be varying as in different. There should be some validity or accuracy of the findings. So, research emphasizes validity and accuracy of findings. I can't just go get information that is not accurate and I make it part of my research, like we are going to see in next chapters to follow. So, these are some of the concepts or the reasons we are having as why is research called a science. And we are saying it is a systematic process, it is empirical in nature, it is goal oriented, it's critical analysis of issues involving answers to complex questions, it can be replicable and verifiable, it follows the rules of logic and consistency, it uses empirical tests under controlled environments like laboratory, it can test hypotheses or assumptions, and it emphasizes validity and accuracy of the findings. So for our first lecture, we have seen so far the definition of research. And I'm saying research is a systemic process of study of phenomena in order to identify facts about a certain concept. So we can also define research as being something that research is a systematic, goal-oriented analysis of phenomena. That is the definition of research. And we have gone further to see what is research called a science, because we are doing sciences courses, if I may say, and why is it being incorporated in science? And we have seen that that's why research is considered to be a science. So this is going to be our first lecture about research. For more clips to follow, kindly dislike and subscribe my channel. I'm Tegeka Derrick. Thank you so much for following my channel. Let's get up together in the next slide. Thanks so much.